everyone, and welcome to Touch the Plane Tarot. Thanks for joining me for another reading today. We're going to take a deep dive into your soul's purpose. What is the underlying theme or themes that guide you through life, and find out if you are on the right track. And keep in mind that your soul's purpose, your life purpose, it might be related to your career, but not necessarily. Our career path can change and evolve, and our soul's purpose, our life's purpose, can be a theme within that, or it can be something else entirely. Let's find out today. If you already have a good, firm knowing of what your soul's purpose is, that is great. You're still welcome here at this reading, and maybe the reading will be confirmation for you that you indeed, that your intuition is right and that you are indeed on the right track. Or if you have an inkling of what that soul's purpose might be for you, and you want to kind of get an idea if you're going in the right direction, that's great. If you have no clue and are coming to this with a totally fresh and open perspective, possibly you'll find something here today that will spark interest and excitement and help guide you along your path. So for group number 1, you have the card Transformation, with the lovely Aragonite crystal. I hope that the camera can do justice to just how lovely this is, the Aragonite crystal. For group number 2, you have House of Flowers with the Prehnite cluster. Again, I hope that the camera can get all the lovely crystalline structures visible in that. And for group number 3, you have Queen Bee with the orange calcite. And before, just take a moment to tune in. Take a moment to tune in with which card, crystal, or combination is calling to you today. And keep in mind that you may be drawn to more than one group. That is okay, as you might have messages, you might have multiple messages with regard to this very in-depth topic. I have a fun new thing to try. We're going to, at the end of each group, we're going to pull some cards I actually made myself, which are keywords that might get, well, that one wanted to slip away. Keywords that might give you some additional clues of how to tap into that soul's purpose. And also, before skipping to your timestamp below for your individual readings, I wanted to point out that while I was doing a shuffle, and I do a shuffle and energetically cleanse the cards prior to starting each reading so that we have fresh, clear energy coming through, the Four of Wands slipped out, and it felt as though this was an overarching theme for the whole reading. The Four of Wands is an amazing card. It's a card of joy and abundance, and you can see the joy in these characters. They're celebrating. They've achieved happiness via passing through this gateway. The Four of Wands is the 1111 card, which is significant for a lot of people because it is an angel number. It also signifies to me that this reading could serve to act as a gateway, allowing you to really take ownership over your soul's purpose and your path toward it. So, yeah, I thought I'd share that with you today. Also, we are in April, so we're in the 4th month of the year, and we're coming up on April 11th. So, if that feels particularly resonant for you, I was called to point that out, that maybe there is something special happening on April the 11th for you. So we're gonna get into the readings now, and feel free. I'll leave the camera running for just a moment so that you can really get quiet, get still, and tune in to the piles that are calling to you. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose Transformation, this lovely card with a beautiful butterfly. And the Aragonite crystal. This is interesting because our card says transformation. Butterflies are obviously symbolizing transformation, the process of going from the caterpillar in the chrysalis stage and becoming a butterfly. So that's very interesting when paired with the Aragonite, which is a very grounding crystal. It's associated with the root chakra, and it brings a sense of stability and connection with earth and with nature. So that, to me, already signifies maybe something going on with your reading here, because maybe there's a need in order to come into a life's purpose in a transformative way, to seek refuge and comfort in grounding and in stability. I want to talk about the transformation card just a little more before we pull other cards for your reading, because this is just so significant. Is the butterfly, the guidebook is saying, is the butterfly part of her body, or is it a symbol of her soul? So it's really beautiful imagery where she's touching this butterfly as though maybe she's getting a sense and knowing of her soul. Is the woman transforming into a new life? This card leaves us with more questions than answers. Maybe you will find answers by thinking about how you would respond to these questions. Am I the person I would like to be? What can I do right now to transform some small part of myself? Okay, so let's keep that in mind as we dive into the rest of your reading. Called to, letting this wow. Okay, wow. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful animal spirit the dolphin is. Do any other animal spirits want to come out as we explore what is group 1's soul purpose or life purpose? Wow. I think I'm feeling, maybe that's too many cards. Let's shuffle some more. There's a lot going on here. Wants to come out in this animal deck pile. Okay. Again, we've got a hold of too many cards here. Let's just grab this one. Raccoon. Ooh, okay. Very different energies. This is interesting, group. Group number 1 is very interesting. Let's get a card from the Sherwood Oracle. I think it's this one. Alan Adele. Okay. If you watched my previous reading, I explained how Alan keeps popping out of this deck. There's something here going on in Aries season. He's really wants to be seen. Okay. And maybe we get a couple of these. We have more messages. What is group number one's soul purpose? And I just almost said life mission. So the word mission came into my head. Do you have a mission, group number one? You may have a mission. Are you transforming something as part of it? Okay, wow. The High Priest. I do think you must have some sort of really significant mission. We have more messages for group number one. Okay, come on now. This one. Three of Wands. The Moon. Ten of Cups. What's this? Sometimes I just know when I put my hand on one that that's the one I needed. Okay. This message of looking within. It's very strong here. So let's take a minute to just soak this in. Okay, group number one. Let's actually start by taking a closer look at the raccoon card because it has some parallel meanings here. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to a greater or lesser degree. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. We have music coming up here as a strong theme. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success, sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask. Works in an artist's favor, but other times it limits creativity. So it's got a question prompt for the raccoon card. It's so similar to this one. Am I who my audience thinks I am? Am I who my audience thinks I am? There are multiple times when this is coming up here with Alan's story. Quite obviously, you know, Robin and his outlaws disguise themselves to attend this wedding, and they're pretending to be the band that plays music. So there's an element of disguise in that part of the story, but also in the story, Alan, if I'm remembering correctly, is intending to marry his love, and she's going to be marrying someone else. And Robin and, is it Little John in the story? Does he actually, in disguise, marry the couple, such that Alan loses out on that opportunity? But the thing is maybe that wasn't right for him at all. Was he kind of wearing a mask at first when Robin first meets him, thinking that this was his particular life path? Yeah, he was really meant for something else. Okay, in the guidebook it says, listen to my music and let its magic soothe the pains of love and fate. In the depths of the forest, you may find solace learning that even loneliness can benefit your life. there's a message here that you already have had this. Yet your soul is calling you to look deeper. Look into the depths of your soul. Look into the dream time with the Moon card and the Hermit card. Reflect. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to withdraw, but it is important to be able to find time to quiet the mind, because you can't really begin to notice the depths of one's soul when constantly caught up in the chaos of the everyday. There's something here in your soul that would like, at this stage in your life, to be brought forward. What makes your soul sing, metaphorically? It could be music or not. Whatever is making your soul sing, that feeling of joy within, you have potentially had to put a mask on because of what others thought, others' expectations of you. You have, at this stage in your life's path, created a wonderful, beautiful life for yourself. And it's not to say you need to still enjoy this. This is beautiful. What you've built is beautiful, yet there's something else. There's something else out there that's also meant for you. Let's dive into the Dolphin card. Let's read from the guidebook here. This is really beautiful. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma. But coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can indicate a profound blessing on the way. To me, dolphins, they sort of bring a joyful energy with them, and that also makes me feel like it's very in keeping with the theme of music. You know, dolphins sing, they vocalize, they bring audible communication to the world that has the opportunity for healing. There's healing. There's a healing modality within you that you've put on a mask and have been hesitant to release because of not really understanding the beautiful impact that you can provide. Maybe over the years, someone has caught a glimpse or a glimmer of that potential within you, and they have minimized it, and that's created a scenario where you didn't abandon it, you pushed it inward, you made it smaller, and you created your life as though it didn't exist. Because you're here, group number 1, and if you're not feeling in alignment with this, maybe you could choose a different group, or it seems as though there's a safety to transform. Oh, okay. Okay, it's taking me back to this story. In this change in life path where Alan thought he was going to be marrying someone and he didn't, he actually had a safety net of this band of outlaws that is now in acceptance of him. There is a sense of stability. This is why this was brought into the reading. Okay, there's a sense of stability here that feels safe and that allows you to be able to bring forth your music and shine. In the people in your life who should be in your life will still be in your life. There's a sense of safety. You won't lose the ones who are truly meant for you. And if you do lose someone in the process, it's because that they were meant for a different path. The path that happens in life sometimes, where we go along a path with a certain set of people, and it's okay when that shifts and changes, because staying true to one's soul and one's path is so hard. It's so hard, but there's a wisdom in discerning where that path is. This is, okay, wait, let's look at High Priest for a second. Think beyond the everyday. I'm thinking of the concept of an internal compass. Align your path with where that compass is pointing naturally. How am I trying to use an analogy of a compass here? Is it working? I'm not sure. If you're trying to tilt and turn the compass such that it will point a different way, it doesn't work that way. One can't make north not be north. North might vary depending upon the direction you're standing. It's safe. You have the stability. You have the structures, the friend groups, the family support. You have what you need to stand strong while you shift your direction to align with your north. Group number 1, I'm hoping this is this is making sense with this compass analogy. Just because, okay, here we go. Let's look at this a different way. Maybe north was in a different place for you in previous eras in your life. And that's okay. Getting in, tuning in, finding where your north is now. And the way that you do that is stillness and what resonates with your soul. Get quiet in meditation, get quiet and reflect however you like to do that. Maybe you're a person who likes automatic writing. Maybe you like to just connect with music. However, you can quiet down those voices of expectations and old judgments in your head. Quiet all of that and find what really is speaking to you now at this point in your life. And I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised to find out what that internal soul's voice is saying. And you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you have the freedom to be able to align yourself with that internal calling. I'm feeling with the gentleness and the light-hearted nature of the dolphin and the themes of music throughout this reading give me the sense that there's some healing modality that might be calling to you that you didn't think you could pursue, or that you didn't think that you had the skills or talents, or I don't know why I'm feeling called to say you didn't think you were important enough to do this, to do this healing modality. You are absolutely the one who needs to bring this forward. I'm called to, in the Three of Wands card, the figure here is grasping one particular wand. And it is okay to say, okay, this is the wand that I want, and I can walk in this direction with that wand, and that's okay. That is okay, and we need to also let go of, it doesn't matter what someone else's idea of who they thought you were was, because you can step into a new version of you. And the ones that are meant for you will understand that, they'll support that, they'll help you on that path. Oh, before I pull these cards, I wanted to give you, in the guidebook for the Sherwood Oracle, there is each character card has a meditation. So let's read this for you, because potentially this could be helpful in you finding the answer to that question that you're looking for within your soul. Okay. So in meditation, see Alan Adale wandering the forest paths, strumming his lute and singing in his clear tones. Walk at his side, and after a while he finishes his song and turns to look at you with a smile. Ask for what you need, he says, and you unburden yourself of your issue. Alan may sing another song that chimes in your memory, or simply give you an answer. That's a beautiful way to put that a song can chime in a memory for you. Maybe there's something, I encourage you to do a meditation like this, and maybe you're asking the question, it says ask for what you need. Maybe you're asking the question, how can I bring healing to the world? Maybe ask the question, what is my soul's purpose? What should I be doing to bring light to the world? These types of questions, whatever feels right for you, sit with that, think about that, and maybe something will, as it states here, chime in your memory. It will feel right. It will resonate for you, like a song might resonate in your soul. That answer is in there, and it will resonate with you. I almost feel like she's trying to sense the vibrations of a song that's in her soul. Okay, do we have any messages for talents or skills that group number 1 already has? Oops, These are hard to hold on to. I think it's this one. Clairsentience. Oh, that's beautiful. If you're not familiar with the clairs, this is a extrasensory perception of feeling. You might feel energies, you might feel emotions, you might you might feel what someone else is feeling. You might indeed, as a healing modality, be able to feel in your body pain or discomfort or sensations like numbness, hot, cold. You may be able to sense and feel, and that might make you a very powerful healer, group number 1. There's something else. Let's see what this is. Design. I feel like so interesting for talents and skills you already have. Photography. There is, you know, something very beautiful in the eye of an artist when it comes to photography. The way someone may frame a photo, the way elements in the photo might be combined, might be able to actually be a healing modality. If one were to be able to show a juxtaposition of something negative with something positive, it may bring light to the world in a healing sort of way. Photography might bring opportunities for people to view the world in a different way, which brings healing. And design, design, of course, can apply to many different forms of creativity. And it's not necessarily different from this talent of yours of clairsentience, because one can indeed feel through design. One can feel emotions, feel elements that need to be designed into a communicative way. Design can be a very intuitive field. If you think about Zen masters who might use ink and paint with very intuitive brush strokes, they're feeling their medium. There's a sense, there is an extrasensory thing going on with them as they're letting their intuition and their feelings guide their brush strokes. So group number 1, you've got some different things coming out here, but they're actually could be elements that combine together to whatever your particular talent and method of healing is. So yeah, that's what I have for you today, group number 1. I hope there was something valuable for you, and that you might be able to take away, either having some confirmation that your intuitive knowing is right, or have some tools to be able to go deeper and explore and really reveal and begin that transformative process toward your life purpose. Thanks for being with me today, and I hope to see you in another reading. Goodbye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the House of Flowers and the Prehnite crystal. And the Four of Wands is here because as I normally shuffle every deck between each of the readings, while I was shuffling, this jumped out twice. So it really wanted to just be part of the reading today. And I guess maybe it was a little angsty that I had put it back in the deck too soon. So the Four of Wands is going to be an overarching theme for your reading, as well as the other two readings. Let's talk about the Prehnite crystal for a moment. This is a crystal that's said to heal the healer. It brings one in touch with nature and the natural energy grids on the planet. And it's interesting because it also helps you to connect with nature, and is said to aid in feng shui. Which is very interesting that I was called to put it with this card, because this House of Flowers card, there's a few things I want to talk about here, and let's look at it a little closer. There's actually two women who are very small down here, holding, looks like one of them's actually holding the stem of this leaf. And to me, this talks about how we pale in comparison to the natural forces of the world, to Mother Nature, to Mother Earth, to the beauty that is the natural process. And we are quite small as individuals compared to these natural processes which really control the world. But we're talking about maybe bringing balance to that. And it says, enjoy the enormity of nature and the power of its diversity. It also says, but even a single bloom in a vase can transform a space, each petal a world unto itself, and a wonder of creation. So let's keep that in mind as we pull cards for your group. Let's start with that animal spirits. Animal spirits, can we have messages for group number 2's life purpose? What is their soul's purpose? The word mission, soul's mission came out in the last group. Sometimes these animal spirit cards jump out like crazy. Sometimes they are more reluctant. Perhaps this one? Is there another? Oh, wow. If you were drawn to group number 1, Dolphin Spirit was in group number 1. Okay, we have more cards because we have 4 of Wands sitting here. Okay. We're gonna pull a card from the Sherwood Oracle. What messages can we have for... I noticed this one. No, it's the one under it. Maid Marian's Bower. You know what? Something else in this deck wants to be seen. Let's find out. That. What's this? The Major Oak. That's interesting that we have, there's a lot of character cards in this deck, and there's only a few place cards. So that's interesting. We are really drawn to natural places. Okay, let's keep going. We want some of these. Okay, King. How are we going to arrange these cards? Since you have more cards, let's do this. Okay, can we have more messages for group number 2 about their life's purpose? We have the King and we have the Emperor. Interesting. And Queen of Cups. This is very interesting. 5 of Cups. Can we have more information on group? Knight of Swords. Okay. High Priestess. This is really interesting that in all of this deck you got 2 different place cards. Let's just talk about what we're seeing in terms of the physical realm in the reading first. We have this wonderful happy place, a passageway to abundance. We have a lot of greenery growing. This is a happy, healthy image. And it is a place, there's a castle behind. There's people going about their business back here. There's people that seem to be celebrating. We have this very surreal mansion, and it's overflowing with natural beauty, but it indeed is a place. It's a place in the physical world. Maid Marian's Bower and the Major Oak are both natural places. The oak is where Robin Hood and his merry men, it's like their spot in the woods, I think. What do they call it here? Oh, yeah, at the very top of this page in the guidebook, it says, here is the outlaws' camp. So it's like a signifier that you indeed have arrived at the camp. It's a place, and the keywords for this place are, it says a place of welcome and homecoming where all are allowed to lay down burdens and refresh themselves. And the keywords are home and creativity. So, Maid Marian's Bower, here is the Maiden of Spring, a place of wisdom and mystery, of love, gentle power and strength. And it's a place of love and happiness. These are locations within the forest that are there for healing. They're there for healing. Let's see, is it in Maid Marian's Bower description? Here, the Maiden of Spring holds court, inviting her guests within to sit in silence and peace or to talk over their troubles. Here you may speak openly the deepest secrets of your heart and find healing for your troubled soul. Okay. Group number 2. Part of your life's purpose might be about creating place. And by that can be looked at from multiple angles. When we create a place, we design a place architecturally or urbanistically, we might create a place that's not just a physical structure, but it is a place of gathering. It is a place of shelter, of refuge, but more importantly, of community. And that can be a home, that can also be more in a professional context as an architect, an urban planner, an interior designer, someone who is an expert at like feng shui, or even someone who is adept at coming into a home or a space or an office and organizing. There is a physical aspect of creating space. Now, we can also create space energetically. We can create an environment that fosters a sense of safety. And I am picking up on that coming from both of these cards, coming from really both of these cards as well. There's a sense of safety to be in authenticity, safety to be able to appreciate beauty, to be oneself. And I don't think in this context that I'm specifically talking about you. I'm feeling that you have a way of doing this for others and creating space. There's the physical side of it. Then we can also look at that in creating space emotionally. When we are a safe person for a friend, a family member, or even therapists do this in a professional capacity, don't they? They create a safe space, and that can be physically with someone. That can even be on a phone call or a Zoom, or even like an online chat, like a messenger chat. Creating space can be physical. It can also be that you have created a space in your heart for someone to feel safe. You've created a space for your friend to say, hey, this is going on for me, and I haven't been able to tell anybody about it, but can I tell you about it? We can't really necessarily have the capacity to do that for everyone in our life, but it seems group number 2 that you have a facility in a compassionate nature that allows you to be able to do that. And that may echo this is what's so beautiful about a life purpose. That purpose of creating safe space for someone can ring through so many different it can be in so many different forms. It can be that safety for a friend to tell you what's going on with them. It can be going into someone's house who has, and actually, you know what, it actually talks about in my crystal guidebook that the Prehnite is actually aids in decluttering. We can get into a pattern of being held down by objects which are associated with negative energy in our life, either because of the amount of them or because of the emotional weight of them. Maybe you're someone who can help in a professional capacity, or even just a friend or loved one, go into a space and say, let me be with you while you declutter. And in doing so, that's creating an emotional space for someone. That's creating a space where that person feels safe. They feel not judged. It can be as simple as here's a relatable example, that to have my sister go through my closet with me and help empower me to say, well, maybe that was something that was a good sweater for you then. It's not working for you now, and that's okay, because you can donate it and it could be the perfect sweater for somebody else. Just to have someone with you while you go through that, that's so beautiful, and that's creating space. So that's a small example, because this ability to create space could be something small, like empowering someone that it's okay to get rid of a sweater, but it can be huge. It could be a life-changing opportunity for someone to talk about something that they've been keeping bottled up their whole life. That can be creating space. It can also be about building an environment, building a place. Like in the instance of the major oak, it's a place where Robin Hood's outlaws can come, and they are it's a place to lay down burdens and refresh themselves. It's a social place. This isn't this is more of a private this because of the small nature of the bench, that makes me feel like that's more private, more of a gentle healing. This is more of a community healing, and that's also equally can be a safe space for people to just hang out and be themselves and be able to interact in a location where they don't feel judged. They don't feel like they have to edit themselves or be someone other than who they are. And I think this is why, in having stability of place, this could be why the whale and the dolphin spirit have come out. In feeling safe, one can dive into the depths of their own emotions and not be afraid to go deeper, to explore. The dolphin spirit is also sort of the opposite of that, and being free to just have fun. Feeling free to just dance to that song that you might feel you might feel uncomfortable that letting people know that you like that song, but it doesn't matter, because here you're safe and you can just dance to that song, and people are going to dance with you because they like it too. That's a feeling of vibrancy, an openness to feel alive, to explore the depths of one's soul, but to also feel alive. And this space creating, that's a beautiful life purpose group too. So we have another layer of this also. We have the High Priestess, we have the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, we have the King. This is about bringing justice, and it is indeed beautiful that we're using the Sherwood deck, because this King card talks about how law and justice often don't coincide. That's exactly what Robin Hood and his men do, is they are bringing justice that is outside of the law. And I am not saying to take that into account in the way you operate in your daily life. I don't want anyone to listen to a tarot reading and think, oh, they should do that. It's about the energy of that, is in creating the safety of space. Is that in itself bringing a justice to the world? It may in fact allow free and open thought to be able to solve problems, find new solutions to problems that you might not be able to see, people might not be able to arrive at, unless they have been in this safe space that you have fostered for them. The Emperor is a very, you know, it's Aries energy, it's action, it's power, it's strength, fire, is right next to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is this energy of mastering, understanding, and also mastering one's emotions. The Queen of Cups is someone who has been able to do the deep diving and understands the nuances of her emotional self and is able to bring balance to that. It's not really possible to bring balance to things without being able to sit with the dark stuff and to process it. There's also this ability to act. So these things are being balanced. And this is something that you're creating a stable place for this balancing and rebalancing to happen. This diving deep into the depths, but also bringing forth light and fire, and passion and drive. These are kind of dynamics that are going to be a bit volatile, but in the safe havens, whether you've created that physically or emotionally, that rebalancing can occur, and that can be where that element of justice comes in. That's where this balancing of the light and the dark, that's where that can happen. This is a safe feeling. And this isn't, you know, I didn't see it before, but it's like the emotions are overflowing. And it's okay to let that happen because it's safe. You must be quite a beautiful soul, group number 2, to be able to host, for lack of a better word, this for others. You may be able to help give people perspective. You're able to look at something, take it all in, observe it, and really kind of process it in a way that may help them in that balancing process. 5 of Cups is like a sorrow over that there's spilled cups. And this safe space allows that to happen, to feel it. We can't learn from our emotions and our experiences unless we are able to sit with them. And then once you've sat with this, you say, oh, okay. But there's still these 2 cups. And I've got this. And then you can move forward with sort of a renewed sense of confidence. This sort of space making and stability and seeing the beauty in things can allow one to really truly move past those things that have hurt. There's a, you know, we're seeing imagery of blooming flowers. That's cyclical, right? We have moments where those plants, you know, they're gonna look lifeless because they've lost their leaves in the fall, and they're kind of in this darker state. And then spring comes and they bloom, and that really tips the scale in the other direction. There is a beauty with that. That's the nature of life. And one can't fully experience those ups and downs without being in that safe place. Okay, so group number 2. Let's see if we can find any other clues about your life's purpose. Seeking truth. Oh, that's beautiful. Because of that safety, of the environment that you foster, the truth seeking can happen. And that brings healing. I was having a hard time holding on to these, and then I ended up seeing that one, resilience. That resilience is part of that moving, that ebb and flow of emotion, and you're helping others to be resilient by creating a space for them to ebb and flow. Wow. Group number 2, this is what I have for you today. I hope that you found something valuable and interesting here, that maybe it confirmed things that you already know to be true for you, or maybe it's giving you some ideas of what might be possible for you in this lifetime. So please give me a like and subscribe. That helps to grow the channel. And maybe I forgot to mention in pile 1, if you like these cards, if this was helpful or valuable, please let me know in the comments. If you have any ideas for words, phrases that might be nice to include in this little stack that I've got here, please feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear your ideas. And thank you, group number 2. I hope to see you in another reading. Bye. Hello and welcome, group number 3. You've chosen Queen Bee, card number 11. And the orange calcite. It's also interesting, I left the 4 of Wands here because you may remember from the intro that the 4 of Wands wanted to jump out as I was shuffling to prepare for the reading. The 4 of Wands actually jumped out twice. So it was like a little bit angsty that I had put it away too soon. So it really wants to be in each reading. May have particular significance to your reading because the Queen Bee card is 11 and the 4 of Wands is the 1111 card. So before we get into Queen Bee, let's go ahead and pull some animal spirit cards. Can we have some information about group number 3's life purpose or soul purpose? Can we have information about group number 3's? I'm hearing and feeling the phrase soul mission for you. If you have more than one animal card, I think it's this one. Oh, there's 2 there. Let's keep shuffling. We have more information about group number 3's soul mission. Oh, it happened again. Thought it was okay. Well, we're gonna go with it. Dragon, Scorpion, and Lion. Whoa, Queen Bee. These are big energies. These are big energies, group number 3. Okay. You're the first group to get 3 animal spirit cards. We have a message from the Sherwood Oracle. Do we need to know about group number 3's soul mission? That's just one, right? Yeah, okay. Interesting, you got a place card. Most of the cards in the deck are character cards, and you had a place card. I just want to check. Okay. Did feel like something else was wanting to come out of that deck, and that is Maid Marian. And wow, is she a very fiery energy to go along with, wow, Queen Bee. Okay. Group number 3, you've got extra cards, but that's okay. We're going to go with it because we follow the energy. We have more information about That's not that. What's going on here? We have more information for group 3's soul mission. Senses and vital functions. Can we see that? No, not quite. Put down here. We have more information for group 3's soul purpose. Well, let's settle this. These are jumping. Big energy here, judgment. Wheel of Fortune. What is going on for you, group 3? Oh, well, there's a nice little humble card here at the end. Page of Pentacles. All right. There's a lot of information here. If we need to pull more from the tarot pack, we can. But let's just try and unpack what we've got going on already. Group number 3. Wow, these are big energies to take in. So let's try and break this down step by step. The dragon. The dragon is an inner fire. The dragon is there to burn off karma. Let's take a closer look. Maybe we need to read some from the guidebook here. There's an extra card in this deck. It's the card representing the third chakra, the navel chakra, or the sacral chakra, depending on which term you prefer. The dragon sees everything. I think that is really key here. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. Okay. Already I'm getting a sense. The queen bee being the maternal bee, the leader. The dragon being an ethereal being that there's a sense of eternal that this evokes. It's an ethereal being, and so therefore it doesn't have a life and death, and it sees all that you've been through. Group number 3, I'm getting the sense that your soul has been able to see hundreds of years of ancestral karma building up. The dragon sees it all. You are the dragon. You've been witness to so much in your ancestry and in your past lives that you have been able to take it all in, and you are confronting it in this lifetime. This is a very big task for you. This is not small, and because you can see so clearly, there may be a tendency to retreat, to hide in the shadows, but I'm getting very much a sense of you're done with that. You are the queen bee. You are the lion. The lion is king energy. You are done with this negative baggage that has been building up over centuries. And you are going to look at it in the face. Maid Marian represents a woman who is free in a time when women were not free. She's a warrior. She is compassionate. She is not afraid to be all of the above. You cannot fit her into a box. You have here the priory. Is it Kirklees? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. The priory may predate Christianity, but it has an association with the Christian structure around it. Yes, it's solitude. It's like the scorpion energy. It's an opportunity for solitude, but that's a confinement. It's a limiting structure. It's a limiting belief. Marian and the lion spirits, they're not going to be bound by centuries of judgments and people quieting you, quieting your ancestors. Here's the lifetime where it's all out there. You're not going to stay in the shadows. You're going to rise up. You're going to lead, and you are going to heal that ancestral baggage. This is a very courageous energy. The orange calcite is interesting because yes, it's orange and fiery, but it has this sweet, it's almost like I can taste creamsicle with when I'm holding or even just looking at this beautiful stone, because it's citrusy, it's bright, it's bold, it's also gentle, because you have to be gentle with yourself when you're going to be so brave, is to be the person who breaks the generational cycles. You also have to understand that that's a hard road, and the energy from the stone is reminding you to be gentle with yourself. The queen in the card here, she's being very gentle with these delicate bees that are resting on her fingers, and the flowers seem very fragile. Maid Marian is tough, but she's also compassionate. Let's read a little bit more about the dragon. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this witnessing this energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. There's that gentleness, that you are unapologetically fiery, and that is what's providing healing and burning off of karma. That also is a reminder to be gentle with oneself and surrender and let go. This is a tall order. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride as we traverse even the most difficult terrain. The dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. That's part of the gentleness, seeing beauty everywhere. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. The dragon has the perspective to see that bigger picture. And you are changing and transforming the karma for your own soul as well as your ancestors and your soul family. And that is bringing in a new cycle of things, sort of on a cosmic level. You're changing this for everyone in your soul family. I think the Page of Pentacles here is this is an innocent and new energy, and this is something new happening in your soul family and your ancestral line. But you see it and you understand the importance of doing that. This, and it could be a lot of things. It could be changing how women in your family line have been seen by being bold, being out there with your skills and talents, and not being quiet as one would typically be expected to be in previous generations. It could be, well, it could be any number of negative ways that I want to say negative preconceived notions that have held your ancestors back from being able to shine brightly. You're not afraid to be noticed, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a powerful thing. I want to check on these. Ooh, don't let sensitivity blind reason. This is a hard road, and there's going to be times when you're going to want to retreat into the darkness like the scorpion and not be out there such that people can judge you. But don't let that sensitivity to judgment blind reason. You've got to stick to your mission. You've got to be bold and move forward, because that is why you are here. Okay, so let's check on vital functions. What is vital functions again? I mean, I know what vital functions are, but the card is always sort of elusive to me. Yeah, it's unexpected. So vital functions being like you're thinking about your heart rate, your blood pressure, your those practical things in the real world that keep you alive. You can't ignore those. But this card's the guidebook says rebirth, view the world with new eyes. You don't have to function and show up in the world in the way that your ancestors did. You can rewrite the story. You can create your own story, and it breaks the rules and the confines of what previous generations thought. You're not letting judgments of previous eras stand in the way of you fulfilling your life purpose. That's kind of a hard message to hear. And this might not be the message you wanted to hear today. Because it is the hard stuff. This stuff that seems to be bogging you down, that's exactly the stuff that you're healing. That's exactly the stuff that your ancestors are looking down on you and your soul family and your spirit guides, and they're saying, yeah, that's it. You're in the thick of it. That's exactly where you should be right now. I want to see if there's any more advice that wants to come out for you from the tarot. Okay. Ace of Wands, like, you've got this. You have a handle on this. Okay, it might not feel like you have a handle on this. This is a lot that you have been tasked with taking on, and if you're listening to this pile, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. And it's gonna be different for each of you. It's gonna be the stuff that you don't want to deal with, but it's been placed in your way because you're the one who's been tasked with healing it. Do we have any more advice for group number 3? Dang. Yeah. This is not the message you wanted to hear today, group number 3. It's the message you needed to hear. It might not be what you wanted to hear. Yeah. This 5 of Cups, I'm feeling that this is your ancestors. And it's like they had beautiful things to bring to the world. They had these 2 cups, and they wanted to do something with those 2 cups in their lifetime, but because of this spilled mess, they couldn't. And you are bringing justice for them. You're the dragon. You've seen this. You've seen how you've seen this in past lives and with your ancestral line for this incarnation. You've seen the hopes and the dreams of those who came before you get completely ignored because of all of this. But that's why they sent you here, is because you have the strength to handle that, and that you, I'm kind of sorry for giving you this message today, but this is what you needed to hear. You have the strength to heal this and bring this, manifest this. I feel like we do need a little bit more advice here, because this is some tough stuff, group 3. We have more information for group 3. How can they, let's ask a different question. Can we have information for how can group 3 heal this karma? Your ancestors are giving you a gift. You're like, it's there. They're like, you take it. Here, we're giving you this. Look. Yeah, we know you have this, but here is this too. Okay, we have more information for how group 3 can heal what they're supposed to heal in this lifetime. It's probably too chaotic of a question. Let's focus it in a little bit more. Can we have more information for group 3 on what this is? They've been showing you. They've been showing you in your dream time. And this is how they see you. They see you as their, oh, look at this fiery, glowing energy from the Empress. They see you as this Empress. Okay, well, that is a lot of pressure. But it's also really a hype session for you, because your soul family and your ancestors see you as this Empress. They see that you are the one who can do this when they couldn't. And this is a call to get to really pay attention to what is in your dreams. The symbolism. Take some time at night to intend before you go to bed that you remember your dreams when you wake up, and keep a dream journal. They're leaving you clues. And they're of the opinion that they're not being subtle about it either. They're like, here, this because they believe in you. And they've got your back. You know, if you're not one of those types of people who has good recollection of your dreams, this could come in other ways. This could come delivered in songs. If you're just listening to a playlist or something, and all of a sudden you get that sort of tingling all up and down your spine. There's something about that song is important. There's a message for, they're sending you a message in that song. If there's something that, you might even be scrolling on Facebook or YouTube, and there might be something that pops up and you're like, wait, this, I don't know why, but this thing, this article, this whatever feels important. It could be that message. Some people say that they get thoughts just when they're in the shower. They're not really intending to think about a particular thing, but sometimes an idea will just pop in your head. It's like in the movie Ghostbusters. Like, I couldn't help it. It just popped in there. What just popped in there? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Sometimes those things just happen. And I think sometimes we can write them off as not important. We need to listen. This is a call for you to listen, to tune in, because your guides, your ancestors, your soul family, maybe even your higher self, angels, whoever has your back in the beyond is giving you messages, and it's time to acknowledge that they're there. See the figure here is focused over here, not seeing this. It's time to see it. Okay, I hope that's helpful. I think we're not gonna get, I think that's pretty clear message that you're being shown already. You just need to pay attention. Okay, so we're gonna pull some of these cards and find out if there's anything else. Skills, talents that you already have. Healing, yeah, that's your that's your big mission here. You're healing the karma from the past. Okay. Is there anything else that group 3 needs to know? Constructing. Oh, maybe some of you know what that is about. Constructing. Are you constructing a new framework with which your family life, soul family might operate? Are you constructing... Yeah, I'm not surprised. Dreaming. Really pay attention to those dreams. You're already dreaming about this. Well, there's just too many cards. They're just slipping around all over the place. You're already dreaming about this thing. You're already getting these messages. This is confirmation for you. This was a hard message to hear, but it is probably, if you're listening to this group, you're probably resonating with, yeah, I kind of knew that kind of feeling. So for how to move forward, listening to the dream time, understanding, having that context that your mission is to heal may help some of these things. It may help you see them in a new light. So maybe that will be helpful for moving forward. And there's something about constructing, but I'm thinking of like a restructuring. Are you recreating the framework for the family structure moving forward? Group 3, I hope you found this helpful. If you resonated with this message, please give me a like and subscribe. And if you like these little cards, if you find this helpful, please let me know in the comments section. And if you have any ideas for words or phrases that you might like to see on this little deck, then please, I'd love to have your ideas. And good luck with this mission. And remember to be gentle with yourself. And I hope to see you back for another reading. Bye.